Good morning. Today I would like to talk about a news story I heard recently on the radio. I'm going to talk first in English, then my colleague is going to discuss the same story in Thai. This story was about a young boy, 4 years old, who took some paint and put it all over a neighbor's car, a quite new and luxurious, expensive looking car. Naturally, the owner of the car was very angry when he saw what had been done to his vehicle, so he confronted the mother, who initially denied that her son was the culprit. This led to some conflict, and eventually the man, the owner of the car, posted pictures of his car on Facebook and received many comments from the public, many of which expressed very negative views about the mother of the child. There were many details I heard discussed on the radio program, but I want to look at only one particular area, and that is how we deal with the children of other families, children who are not our own. It is a very difficult situation to try to exercise some control over other people's children, because you are most likely to encounter a very negative reaction from parents. Parents do not like other people interfering in how they bring up their kids or how they control them. So in public situations where children are causing some nuisance to other people, the usual way to respond is to try to ignore them, but if it is really too much, then cast a disapproving glance at the parents, hoping that this will lead them to do something about their children's behavior. Of course, this may not always work, and this can often lead to resentment and accusations against the parents that they do not look after their children properly. And I think this is what happened in this situation. Most of the comments on the social media, as far as I understand, were criticizing the mother's way of looking after and controlling her children. Have you had personal experiences of this kind of problem? I certainly have. I remember a long time ago, one day I was riding a motorbike in my hometown, London, when I saw 3 or 4 kids standing at the side of the road, definitely looking like they were up to no good. And sure enough, when I rode past them, they threw some stones or something at me. I was, of course, very angry and stopped my bike, chased them into a building where I met a woman who I assumed was their mother. I explained what had happened, but rather than responding in an apologetic way and reprimanding her kids, she instead became hostile with me. I threatened to call the police, but in the end I decided it wasn't worth the trouble and got on my bike and rode off. I think Thailand has a particular issue here, insofar as parents do tend to spoil their kids, in my opinion anyway. They tend to be more interested in loving and doing nice things for their kids rather than disciplining them, controlling them, and punishing them. What do you think about this? Is this true? Do you have experiences where you think parents have not tried to teach their children in a good way? And do you have any suggestions about how we can deal with this kind of problem when children are misbehaving, but we are afraid to confront the parents? The method which the car owner used may not be acceptable to many people, to post pictures and comments on a social media, but it is one way of achieving some kind of response. Do you also think that parents should always be held responsible for the actions of their kids? And how difficult is it for a parent to really control their children? Is it that they don't want to control them, or is it just that they cannot do it? They are helpless in the face of the variety of naughty behavior which children might do. What do you think?